We ain't fell off yet.
I like this one, son. Let's get him again, man.
Oh, yeah. What up, dog? What's cracking?
Chillin'.
Yeah. Take the motherfuckers off.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yo. We want to welcome everybody back to the motherfucking Got Fed Soul podcast.
Yeah.
What up, dog? What's going on?
Chillin'. I'm speechless right now.
Yeah. Hey, that was a hell of a fight last night, right?
It was.
I mean, for entertainment purposes, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead. My bad.
No. You're good. It was. Yeah, I think you're right. Entertaining purposes.
Yeah.
Entertainment purposes.
Yeah.
I'll fucking get to the whole big fucking build up in a minute because that's where we're gonna end up anyway.
Yeah.
We're gonna go down that fucking rabbit hole.
Yeah, and that's I think we're gonna get let down, but anyways, but yeah. So I was I know. We'll be the
Trying
first
to be
time.
positive. Trying to be positive.
Yeah, right. Do something a little different this time, you know.
Get out of here, man.
For real.
Shit, I'm saying.
For real. Hey, shout out to you if you're still fucking wearing the shit that you were wearing last night at the fight.
Hey, that's true, man.
If your fucking wife beater on the side is all the way down to your hip, fool.
Yeah.
And it's dingy, dog. Go change it.
Yeah, straight
Go
up.
change that shit.
Hey, so
If you're still wearing the same eyeliner from last night, homegirl, change that shit. Go wash your face.
no, give us a call. Give us a call. We can take care of that for you. You know what I'm saying? Give you some sunshine and all that darkness. You know what I mean?
Oh, shit.
Shit. Nah, dog. But they had Lovers and Friends this weekend.
Got canceled.
Got canceled.
The fuck's going on in Vegas?
Dog. That was wild. So I think it's more than what it actually seems or whatever. I think they said it was for like weather purposes, right? But you know,
Think there's more to it?
Yeah, there has to be, dog. Because I mean, don't get me wrong. I know that there was some gusts of winds and all. You know, so obviously some weather shit, right? Because I had heard about it from work on Friday from one of the facilities that I was at, and he had mentioned like, oh yeah, you know, the winds are going to be 35, 40 miles an hour, right? And I'm like, oh, whatever. But I was thinking that he was talking about the travel, like you know, between here and fucking in Vegas, right? On
Yeah.
the 15. So I didn't really think of anything or think too much into it. And then I seen a post on the Lovers and Friends that the shit was canceled, but because my cousin's out there, he's out there right now. So, but luckily they're, we're from California, so that shit ain't much for us.
And you've gone quite a bit, right? Like you've gone
the
like
2 years
two
prior,
years,
yeah.
two years in a row.
Yeah. It was dope, dog.
This would have been your three-peat.
Yeah, exactly. But it ended up working out. Sorry about that,
beer.
guys. Hey, stupid freaking beer. Hey, I said
Blame it
freaking
on the
up.
beer, fool.
I'm over here fucking. Oh, I said freaking in the. Come on now, I'll get it right. But yeah. So I mean, we didn't go because my son, he was in playoffs. So I was like,
Gotcha.
And,
Okay.
with Chris bouncing and shit. So
Yeah.
it's like, just because of the time. Yeah.
Hey, chill out, perro.
Yeah, we do this show at the crib. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if you can hear that in the background, but
It's all right, dog. They're just listening to our thoughts.
they give that goddamn dog some Benadryl. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck, dog. Hey, that's animal cruelty.
No, it's not. You know what I'm saying?
You want me to give you my fucking lowdown on Lovers and Friends?
Yeah, give it to us.
How the fuck do you cover that overhead?
That's what I'm talking about.
Janet Jackson,
Oh man,
Lil Wayne, Alicia Keys, Snoop, Backstreet Boys,
Damn.
Mary J. Blige, Gwen Stefani, Nelly Furtado. Well, Furtado, I can't even talk right now.
Nelly Furtado.
Yeah,
I would have loved to
Sierra.
seen her.
Mm-hmm. Especially just from the back, I would have been backstage
A
or backyard.
a
TLC, Ja Rule, Ludacris, Nelly, and that's just the big Nas, Usher, and that's just the big the ones
big
in
stage.
bold.
Yeah.
That's just in bold letters.
Yeah.
Because once we start getting into the bottom, we start getting to the real shit.
my favorite, the bottom.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Jodeci,
Oh,
Keisha Cole,
oh,
Timbo, Brandy.
Ooh.
I want to be down.
Dog.
Robin Thicke. God damn,
I want
dog.
to see some Robin Thicke, dog.
Ah,
And some
I
Miley
just wanna-
Cyrus. You know what I'm saying? I want to see some Robin Thicke and Miley Cyrus.
I
Come
just
on
need
now.
a thick Robin, fool.
Hey, shit.
But honestly, if you think about it, Doug, like how the fuck do you cover that overhead? I don't listen at 325, the admission. Nah, you can't cover that. There's more to the story. They can't cover
and
that.
I swear, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, they can't cover that.
Yeah. I don't even know who runs that. I think the first year was Bobby D, and the second year I think it was Usher.
Does Usher? Yeah,
Yeah.
Usher have anything to do with it?
Yeah, and then so maybe this year, because there was some shit on TikTok where somebody was in their hotel room and they zoomed in on like sound check, and they seen Usher doing a sound check. I mean, for anyone you guys want to check, you can go to TikTok. You know how that shit is, and they were just like, oh, you know, we think that that's when he got the news because you seen him like fall to his knees. I didn't see none of that shit. I couldn't see. It was too
Oh,
blurry.
it's just he saw Diddy.
Yeah. Ooh, damn.
Was Puff there?
Probably.
Fell to his knees.
Is he ever there? Mr.
Hey.
Mr. Lover.
Hey, he is. Yo, props on some one shit, dog. Listen, man. Like, you know, we all have a type.
You said a type.
We all have a type, you know.
Yeah.
But at the same time, not only do we have a type, we have how can I say this? A standard.
Yeah.
I thought I had zero standards.
Yeah. It gets.
And Puff fuck scooted me over, dog.
Oh yeah.
How do you go from like Usher
Yeah.
to fucking Carl?
Oh, Carl. Oh, did you believe that?
I don't know, dog.
So I heard that initially. I think I was like, yo, I sent everything I get, I sent to you, whether you see it or not.
Yeah.
You know, whether you sent it to me first or not. But stupid beer. But I seen that, and I mean, just think about the person that said it. Was he actually at that party?
Is he credible? No. I got you. I got you.
Meaning, do you let? And don't take this the wrong way, but those type of dudes, do they get to stay afterwards? You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it if you're a guest at the spot, but the person who brought you, like, I'm letting them know, like, and if he knows the deal, you know, when the lights cut out, all the extras got to go, all your plus ones got to bounce, because you know what's cracking afterwards. You know what I'm saying?
Who doesn't bounce?
Who's that?
The maid.
Ooh, yeah, you ain't lying. So give me some. Is there anything?
I want to know who cleans all these houses. I want to know who does.
Who cleans up the mess?
Who cleans up the mess?
Diddy doesn't clean up a mess. He just throws money at it.
That was his Farnsworth Bentley.
Do you think so?
He was his cleanup guy. Yeah, he had to clean up.
Where is Farnsworth?
Who knows?
Isn't it funny? Because like we talked about this a few weeks ago. And,
Where
and,
is he?
Yeah, who knows? Who knows? Hopefully.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, that's all good. I mean, that's a great question. Like, and he just fell off the map. You know who else too was a member? Was his name Goon? It was like after Mace. It was that one.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
He was like he kind of rapped like Mace a little.
Yeah, he did.
Was that his name, Goon?
I wanted something like that.
something like that.
Yeah. I think he is. No, the one that just got out was G Depp, right? I think he's the one that just got out. The special delivery dude.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. No, not him. It was the like the R&B kind of. Even though he was an R&B, he was that kind of rapper.
He's Muslim now. He's
What?
not bad. Now you're talking about he's I think he's Muslim now. Goon, yeah. He did sound like Mace.
Yeah.
Had a
him.
nice flow.
Nice flow. Yeah, real. He was just doing whatever Puffy asked as far as the flow and because I think Mace had bounced already, and then that's when Goon was kind of like taking Mace. I could be wrong. You know, the time. We're so old.
Yeah,
dog, like,
exactly. We've heard, that's exactly it. It's funny because for us, that's not a timeline. That's a lifeline. We've seen it.
Yeah.
We've seen them all come and go.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've seen them all come and go, which makes me wonder, what didn't he not stick his dick in?
Right. Ooh.
What did he not stick his dick in for? Because I mean, and does this come out if he pays that girl group?
Have you gotten that question before? Next question.
MDMA, one of the MDMAs or whatever. You signing that shit?
Yeah.
Nah, but I mean, because I think I date this back to the girl group that he didn't pay.
Hey, can you grab this for me? Yeah. All right.
Get it, Farnsworth.
Sorry, behind the scene guys. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Like afterwards, you know what I'm saying? You want to, all right, cool.
It'll be like the security guard that said that somebody sounded like they were fucking getting beat up, and all he heard was,
Hey.
"Did you hear that shit?"
Oh my god.
Hey, the thing is that I pictured it, dog. That
That's
shit
all we
stayed
do.
in my head, dog.
That's all we do.
Yeah, we're fucking. That's how our memory works, fool.
Same shit. That's the Carlton shit, right?
Yeah, fool. So I was picturing somebody just getting fucking just worked, fool. And I was like, damn, like,
Yeah.
Puff
that's,
is ruthless, dog.
Yeah. He cream pied fucking.
Everybody. That motherfucker's Laura Scudder's, dog.
Look, all I know was this. We weren't in the industry for a reason.
Not for that one.
No. Well, I mean, who knows? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, if I had to break someone off, you know, I can't say I wouldn't. No, I saying too much.
Nah. I don't care how cute the beef is. I ain't sticking my dick in them.
Yeah, hell yeah. I mean, this is all shits and giggles. You know, we're here at the Got Fit Soul podcast. We just,
But if I get paid,
hey, that's I mean, you know,
don't ever say you won't do it for money.
you know what? I hate that. I hate when people like people talk about like they have morals and shit, but it's
Yeah.
like, I mean, you can have it until the check shows up, until the opportunity is there.
Yeah. Tell me that when your kids are starving.
Right, when the
Yeah, when
opportunity presents itself, and your wife's getting ready to bounce, and your
Walk away.
girlfriend, you know what I'm saying, and she just like fed up with your ass because you can't get it cracking, and all you gotta do is crack some butt cheeks, like
Yeah, you know.
I don't know, dog,
Spinal tap somebody real
or get
quick.
your butt cheeks cracked. So,
Yeah, you know, get your little bridge get your little gooch fucking licked up.
yeah, you know what I'm saying.
You know, hey, here's the deal. And
This is a weird ass episode,
hey, I don't care what it is. Motherfuckers will do anything for money.
right?
I don't, you know.
You know who you are.
You're the fool with the fucking wife beater that's still dingy.
Exactly, with the rip on the side
Yep.
and mascara. My bad. I'll let you finish.
No, but I want you to say no and walk away from that without you being at least in a livable situation. Like to where, you know, yeah, you're not rich, but your bills are paid.
Yeah,
You know, you got a decent job.
yeah,
You know, your union or, you know, you wake up every day, you get to make a living.
yeah,
That's when I want you to walk. That's easy to walk away because you're already used to your shit.
Yep.
You and I are used to the grind.
yeah,
Like I do not look at a Monday that I don't have to get up, you know, twice as early.
yeah,
Because if I don't, I feel weird.
yeah,
So now, imagine if you're dead ass broke, you know, or you're a felon.
yeah,
You're, you know,
yeah,
and it sucks because that makes sense sometimes when they talk about how the system is made.
yeah.
Because yeah,
It's true. It's absolutely
it's
correct.
designed for you to go right back into doing something that you can't, because if you're a felon, you can't get a good job. You know, you figured if you were put in a system, that person came out and they should be okay
Yeah,
until they're not.
yeah.
So you know, that's a whole other conversation.
It is.
Yeah, this is another conversation.
It is. I don't even know how we landed here. Because we were talking about boxing, right? Initially, we were talking about the event, talking about the Canelo event.
Yeah, we went from
Oh,
fucking,
yeah, because we were talking about lovers and friends, right?
Yeah.
we were talking about all that shit, Usher, and you were talking about having
and
bad
that
taste.
took us to fuck. Yeah,
Yeah.
But yeah, that shit got canceled because they couldn't cover that. That's too much
I
money.
thought the same shit, you know?
Too much money.
Yeah.
You went last year, right?
Yeah.
Was it, for the exception of like a 50? Who do you think was really making top dollar on that card?
I mean, I think Chris Brown got a
Oh,
chunk.
Breezy would. Yeah, Breezy's definitely. One.
Miguel got a chunk. Fuck, I don't really remember. There was so much going on. Yo, I mean, it was dope. It was dope.
You never complained about it.
Yeah. I mean, at my age, I'm not cool. I don't care about festivals.
Yeah, standing all fucking day.
Yeah,
For the
standing all
birds,
day. Yeah, like I'm like, oh, I'm cool. You know, the good thing about it is that you were able to bounce and come back if you wanted
Oh,
to.
really?
And our hotel was like the Sahara was like right across the street.
Oh shit.
So it wasn't the best place. It actually isn't because it smelled like weed and shit. Like fucking, like when we first walked in, we checked in or whatever. Our room just smelled like fucking. There was 1,000 Snoop Dogs in there. You know what I'm saying? And it's not just weed. It's like it's the fucking like the blunt wrap and all that shit. You know, like the tobacco wrap, like all that shit. Because weed is weed, dog.
the pre-rolls. Yeah.
Actually, no, those are better. You know what I mean? Because at least those are like zigzags or whatever. But when you start, rolling fucking
That the blunt wrap.
Yeah,
the
God damn, I
blunt
can't
wrap.
think of it.
Yeah.
Any other day, I know that shit. But blunts weren't my thing growing up either. You know, I like to smoke joints and shit. But the whole room just smelled like that, and it was just like it was fucking nasty. You know, it. I mean, we overpaid for the room, right? It's Vegas. They have the event.
It's
We
that
overpaid for
weekend,
Cinco
yeah.
de Mayo weekend and shit. But last year when we went, you know, Canelo didn't have a fight out there. I think he was fighting in Mexico City or something, if I remember right.
Guadalajara.
Oh,
Yeah, he was-
Guadalajara last year?
He was in,
He was fighting the Ryder guy.
Ryder, yeah.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, the
That's
guy
right.
who fucking fought him in that small ass ring.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
And he took him 12 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
That's a different story. But I'm not gonna bash on Canelo, dog. I'm not. I want to, but I'm not gonna bash on him just because I bashed on Lauren Hill the last episode, and I'm not gonna bash on Canelo because actually last night, you know me, dog. I'm a diehard Benavidez fan, dog. Nah, I don't want to say I'm a diehard. Nah, fuck all that. But and every time the topic comes up, I say fight Benavidez. How come he's not fighting him? He's ducking him, right? I don't think
Yeah.
he's scared.
Yeah, no, nothing like that. Nothing like that.
And last night made me feel like, damn. I don't think Benavidez gets the job done. I don't think he gets the job done, dog.
You don't?
I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be the same outcome. It'll be the same outcome, dog. And so I'm not gonna like honestly, like I got a lot more. I gave Canelo some respect last night, but he also fought a guy that was there to get hit. You know, maybe 2 more fights with Freddie Roach, things would have been different. But I mean that doesn't matter. None of that shit matters. You know, the way it went down is the way it went down. Canelo served him up. The youngster tried to fight. He got caught. You know, and I don't think he was actually like. I mean, when you get hurt, and when you get dropped, 2 different things. You know what I mean? So he got dropped, and you know he was up quick. I thought he got up too fast, but
Yeah, he should have taken that.
yeah, he should have taken the A count, but that's the young lion, the young lion.
That's-
the young
yeah.
lion. There you go. That's what I mean. To
And
say.
that's what got beat, the young lion.
Yeah,
That's what got beat.
yeah. And
Yeah.
you know, he was there to get cracked, and Canelo was cracking that fool all night.
He
So
was.
I can't take anything away from him. You know, as much as I want to, I can't. I gotta just be real. You know what I mean? So
Hey, I got you. Me on the other hand, I'm a bash Canelo.
I could change my mind.
You may. This was Canelo Mayweather Part 2,
It was exactly.
and Canelo being Munguia's Mayweather. Mm-hmm. I mean, Canelo's Mayweather.
I know exactly what you're
That's
saying.
all it was.
Yeah.
That's all it was. Canelo was very young when he took a fight with one of the greatest. Because I won't take that away from Floyd. However, what was lacking there was just experience, ring generalship, the thing Jim Lampley used to talk about.
Yep. Yeah.
Hey, shout out to Tamora. I like your analysis. Sergio is
Oh,
becoming
dog.
one of them.
Hey, straight
He's
up.
that man. Shout out to the land snake,
Yep, straight
and not
up.
mine, fucker.
Hey, huh?
But
Mind your business.
yeah, exactly. It's a little-
Yeah. Hey, he was good, and you know what? I was upset that they removed him from that car because he was on the fight before, right? The co-main event.
Yeah,
And then they brought in Abner and whatever. Abner's Abner, dog, but. You know, he's a little soft spoken, and I just feel like I needed a better broadcaster there, you know, to really
yeah.
break it down.
And dog, if you think about it, Sergio's been on the Hollywood side of boxing and the real side of boxing.
Yep.
I love it. And honestly, really, I would have never, ever, ever noticed it, mostly because I watched these fights fucking drunk.
Yeah.
But when you mentioned it, I was like, I started listening. I was like,
And I was sober last night because you know my issue. and
Gotcha,
shit, you know?
gotcha. I was like, oh shit, like he's right. Like Mora's calling a fucking
Yeah.
he calls his shit.
And I thought it was Lampley. It wasn't Lampley.
No, it's not
it was
Jim,
that other cat. Because Lampley, he's more respectful, and you know he's got way more years under his belt.
Yeah, well,
Because whoever that guy was, I ended up seeing him once they went to
it was that fool Chris, right?
I don't know if it was
Chris something. It's not Chris.
because there was a guy on the right, and then it was the guy to the left of him, and he kept saying like whenever Sergio said something, he would have to like say something, and then Sergio would say something to correct him, and then he'd like, yeah, well, you know, I agree with you, but, and that's when I was like, oh, these fools are kind of going at each other,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
But the only one that had the, and you know what I like about Sergio was that, being a fighter, he was able to use the right words.
Yeah, exactly. He called it like he saw it.
To explain himself, you know, and I'm like, okay, cool, because even me, like sometimes I try to explain shit that I know,
Yeah.
I'm using the wrong words, and it doesn't come out the way it should, you know, and I like that he did that.
He articulated it right.
Yeah, exactly, and he's the perfect man for the job.
Yeah,
So
he is. Shout out to Sergio.
Yeah,
man.
straight up, I gained a lot of respect for that. Fool,
Yes,
you know?
sir. Yes, sir.
I've
yes,
always
sir.
liked him. He's never bad
Yeah,
for the sport either.
exactly. He did it. He paid his dues. He's paid his dues, and hopefully, one day we could find that even flow, dog. Emmanuel, Larry, and Jim. Mm-hmm. That, and I can even throw George Foreman in there.
And
George,
Roy.
And Roy. Oh,
Yeah,
fucking
Roy.
Roy.
Yeah, I like Roy.
I like Roy because Roy will tell them,
Yeah.
hey, you've never been in the fucking ring. You don't know.
Exactly.
That third fucking part, that
Yeah.
person that argues with
Yeah.
them and lets them know, hey, you don't understand. This fool's playing possum.
Yep.
He's playing. That shit's not hurting him.
Yeah.
And people who are just announcers will be like, oh, he's hurt. He's hurt. He's like, no, he's not.
He's
He's
setting him
yeah,
up.
he's setting them up. And then that shit happens. That's exactly that's exactly where this cat was at last night. So it's
And Lennox Lewis, but Lennox Lewis is more of a soft-spoken guy.
yeah.
And but his analysis is good too. But it's not always
Yeah,
on like
or is entertaining. It's
Yeah,
entertaining.
yeah.
It's entertaining. Yeah,
because he's just so respectful. You know?
yeah. It's just I remember Manny Stewart go. He would fucking tell them, "Hey, no, that's not what's going. He needs to do this," and Roy would fucking argue with him too. Man, that even flow. It's funny because that's what creates the entertainment.
Yeah.
That's why you could never watch the fight on silent.
Right. Exactly. And a lot of those guys they're not biased at all.
No. Yeah.
And I respect that shit. I'm trying to think of another guy.
Yeah, but either way, Doug. Honestly, and
Max.
one thing,
Max
Kellerman. Yeah,
Dog,
I
Max.
fuck with Max.
Max is a guy that he may not have spent any time in the ring, but just the way
You could tell he loves the sport.
he loves the sport.
He loves the
he's
sport.
He's a boxing purist, and he understands. He also understands your Mayweathers and your Manny Pacquiao's.
Yeah.
And he understands that, completely. And you know what I mean by that, right? Two different type of fighters. One guy comes, I'll fight anybody and everybody, line them up. I don't give a fuck, and I'm gonna fight him the way I want to fight him, right?
Yeah, and he lined up right next to history, Teddy Atlas.
Oh yeah,
He lined up right next to history. Teddy is seen.
that's another thing. Teddy too.
I love
Yeah,
Teddy Atlas,
yeah.
dog. Teddy breaks it down.
And what sucks is like the future of the sport, and even as far as commentating goes, it's just like everything else, every other part of entertainment, music, even athletes, pick any sport, and it's just like it seems like it's just going down. The quality, I mean, the talent is there, but the quality of the individual, maybe the personality or the
the work they
the
put in.
entitlement.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah,
it's like talented but lazy, and that's what the future. I mean, like there's a lot of guys that we know that suffered from that growing up, and it cost them scholarships or whatever, but,
Yeah, exactly.
But there's guys that are in position now that are acting that way, and it's just like, and then our youth is looking up to them, and then it's just like
the whole Ryan factor. The whole Ryan factor.
Yeah.
It's listen, you won, but I'm sorry, for the sport, you're no good.
No good.
You're no good because there's some kid who's gonna have to end up thinking, hey, that he could drink a beer a day, smoke weed, and not train hard, and he's gonna have to end up inside with a killer. And I said this last week. But I mean, either way,
even if it's to sell tickets, it's like, ooh, come on, dog. Like
Vince McMahon is nowhere around here for you to start acting like that.
right?
Yeah, get the fuck out of here. This ain't wrestling.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong, like I understand, like there's a certain level, right? But then when you troll too much, trolling is the word, right? Trolling is the word, and
We're fucking so old, dog.
yeah, and it's just crazy. But you brought up Ryan, so we have to bring up the allegations.
Dirty. He's dirty. He's dirty. He's supposedly was it's pretty much a dick pill.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty much a dick pill.
You think so?
Yeah, that
Oh no.
That's what he showed.
Yeah,
supposedly.
that's what he said. It's the ashwagandha or some
Ashwagandha,
shit.
yeah.
That's like testosterone
Yeah.
kind of. What's his name? Jason Huberman. I
Yeah,
think his
it's-
name. He talks about that shit.
But
a
it's
lot.
herbal, right?
Yeah, supposedly, yeah, but it's not it. Though it was like some Osternine or some shit, and,
Ah,
and then there
okay.
was and that was actually a SARM. It's not necessarily it's a PED, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't fall under steroids, but it falls under a PED, which totally makes sense. It's why when he was like, I couldn't cut those 3 pounds, I couldn't do it, and it totally makes sense. Once you break it all down, right now I don't have all the data in front of me, but Chris Algieri, he pointed it out on whatever show he's on. It's with him and with fucking Malinaji and Bradley and someone else. But anyways, I like Chris Algieri, dog, because he's actually
He's been in the ring with some
and
good
he's went
fighters.
to and he has a degree. He has
Does
a
he
degree
really?
in that. Yeah. So, I respect his analysis, but he also said like, hey guys, hold on. He's like, this is gonna take months before it comes out. Like, how much was actually in a system? And he's like, it's not just cut and dry. Like, okay, you're dirty and that's it. He's like, because he tested negative leading up to the fight. Up until that point, so it's like we have to wait before we crucify him, and I appreciate that about Chris Algieri. You know what I'm saying? Because everyone else is like, everyone wants to hate him, right? Hate Ryan. Everyone wants to hate him, and come on.
Well, because he's easy to hate. Yeah, he's
exactly.
easy to
Just
hate.
like Mayweather, he was easy to
Yeah.
hate when he became the bad guy, right?
So funny that happens after that night they got caught jogging together, right?
Shit, yeah.
So
you're
funny.
right. Yeah,
He takes on a role.
yeah,
Takes on a role because before that, he was a Christian kid.
yeah.
Now all of a sudden he's cussing in his interviews.
And it's funny because he'll like praise God and then start saying, and then at the end he'll say, "Fuck the Haneys," and it's like, whoa, come on, dog. Like,
and see that's
he sounds like a politician that we know that everyone's.
God, yeah,
I ain't
you know what
gonna
I'm
say
saying?
no more, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, he's saying that he sounds like he might grab you by the pussy. That's crazy, man. Hey, yeah, that's nuts. But how do you feel about the fact, that Haney may have came in heavier than him that night? How do you does that negate the use?
I don't know about the use because the use for what that after doing some research with that, like the use of that.
Does it justify it? Does it?
No,
No.
because weight is just weight.
Yeah.
Some people carry it,
Differently,
a different
yeah,
way. You know what I mean?
true.
and
It's true. But I mean,
But look, here's another thing. You get Canelo fighting, Munguia, right, at 168, but yet every, when it comes to the argument of like, well, how come he doesn't fight Canelo? Oh, he's a bigger guy. He needs to move up in weight. No, he can make 168. That's where he fights.
great fights.
And that's where Canelo's fighting at. But now, like, it's like for every fucking excuse, right? It's like, oh this, oh that, and then it's the weight. But it's like, no,
Yeah.
you can meet that weight class, right? Like he makes that weight. Never had trouble. Well, he maybe once or twice or whatever. But it's like he still makes the weight. Just because he walks around heavier doesn't mean shit. Like
No, he made his point.
yeah,
That post fight,
yeah,
what he had to say at post fight,
yeah.
he made his point.
Yeah.
And you know what? I kind of agree with almost all of it.
With
I
who?
really do. Canelo with what he said. We're always gonna fucking criticize on who he's gonna fight.
Yeah, okay, but look, but on the flip side of that, I know what you're saying. I didn't mean to cut you off. I know exactly what you're saying. But my thing is this: all the names, I fought this guy, I fought that guy, I fought that guy, I fought that guy. I look at it like this, dog. If you're still in the pool
That's your job.
to fight, if you're still fighting, fight the guy. Fight the guy. Because all you're telling me is like, no, I'm gonna pick and choose who I want to fight. Whoever I feel deserves the fight. Whoever doesn't disrespect me. Whoever's nice about it, I'll get you the fight. It's like, what the fuck? Like, when did that change? When, like, why is that something like, oh no, I'm only gonna fight nice guys that I think I can, that are tailor made for me to beat up. You kind of get what I'm saying? But it's like, for Benavidez, what did he say? He's like, dog, I've been your mandatory for 3 years. I missed weight one time or whatever. Fucking for whatever. I think he did some coke or whatever it was, right? And he got busted.
Did he really?
Yeah, something like that.
bigger
Hold
fan
on,
of him now.
hold on. Let me take that back. I don't know exactly. So
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
remember that was a few
you're
years ago,
you're
right?
Yeah, he
And
was
then-
out partying.
Yeah, but it's like, wait, you were supposed to be eating horse meat or whatever the meat that your
Yeah,
guy got, but that was tainted,
Shot to Oscar.
right? Hey,
Shout out to Oscar.
hey, straight up,
Daddy spoke.
See, and no matter what people don't realize, like when Oscar says put some respect to my name, I think he was still with Oscar when that shit came out. and he didn't get suspended. Remember, he fought like 6 months later.
Hey, well, he's been talking shit. That's like you showing up to your job tomorrow, and you getting a better job,
Yeah.
and sitting there and being like, you know what, fuck you guys. You guys never helped me.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. We gave you a job.
And
We gave you a way to support yourself.
not only that, like think about it. When all the fighters were running the PBC,
Yeah.
getting little bullshit checks, what did Golden Boy do? Golden Boy got the deal with DAZN.
Yeah,
They got him the guaranteed
That was his first
$32
big
million.
contract.
Yeah.
And it was the 160
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
for the 6 fights.
No, I think it was 3 fights.
Was it 3 fights?
I think it was- I
for
think-
160. Yeah.
Or maybe he did 3 fights and then he bounced on
Yeah.
it.
Then he bounced because
And it was guaranteed money. And it's like, dog, I did all this shit for you, but yeah, you're gonna shit on me. And I think
and that's my problem.
yeah, and what I heard was like the real here I go, right? Speculating. Sorry guys. It was supposed to be something about where Oscar started mentioning about like changing trainers. And then
Yeah.
he got offended. And that's when he's like, oh, you're not
Yeah.
loyal. And then, don't get me wrong, you tie that in with the way he carries himself, but it's like
It makes sense. It
yeah,
makes sense.
It makes sense. But
yeah.
but come on, like don't get butthurt on it. Like it's a suggestion.
It's a suggestion from somebody who had to switch trainers quite a bit.
Yeah.
Quite a bit.
And I don't give a fuck who Canelo fights. I don't care about all the belts and I don't care about none of that shit, dog. Fucking Oscar did his thing in a time where he was dealing with monsters, fighting monsters in their prime.
Prime Oscar,
Yep.
Canelo prime at 154.
Or
Who wins that fight?
Ooh, Oscar all day.
Okay, so now Oscar moved up to 160 when he fought Bernard, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Canelo 160, Oscar 160. Who wins that fight?
Oscar, because he outboxes him.
He outboxes him.
Yeah, he outboxes him. Because remember, Canelo
He still had
can't
his
box.
jab then, right? He still he still had his jab.
Canelo can't box.
Well, he's
He's just a power puncher.
and he's my thing is that he
can box. He can box, guys. He can box.
Yeah,
I
but
know.
he's Doug. He's no good against anybody who jabs
With movement.
with movement. Yeah. Anybody who sticks to move.
Yeah.
Anybody who sticks to move. We've seen both of the times that he fucking lost. He lost to somebody that hit and moved out of his way.
Yeah.
Billy Joe Saunders was doing a great job too until he fucking got hit.
Yeah.
Because he got confident.
Yeah.
He thought he was doing. Kovalev, an old ass Kovalev was
Yeah.
doing a good job, but he got confident.
Yeah.
He said, okay, I could take this round off and stay on the inside. No, you can't. You can't do that.
Yeah.
Proof is in the pudding. The same shit happened last night.
Yeah.
Can't
And-
stop moving.
Yeah. And yeah, there was no lateral movement last night.
No
And-
head movement.
Yeah, and you know what? That's what I appreciate about Ryan in his fight with Haney is the lateral movement. Because before, remember, he was just running forward. So if there's one thing that Derek James did for him, is he just said, "Hey, lateral movement." If that means that if that looks like you're running, I don't care. I don't care. You have to give these guys a different look because they're training for you to run forward.
Yeah.
Haney thinks every time he's ever fought you, because you can see the sparring footage. Of when they were younger, and you've seen the footage. What's Ryan doing? He's walking him down the
Walking
whole
him
time.
down, yeah.
So what do you
Standing
plan
in front
for?
of him.
You plan for an old dog, same tricks, right? You can't teach. What did it say? You can't teach an old
old
dog new
dog new
tricks,
tricks,
right?
yeah.
But that's what
That's what Gervonta did.
I just said his name. What's his name? The trainer.
James.
Yeah, James. Derek James. That's what Derek James did. Even if it's not anything as far as boxing and he teaching, it's like, hey, give him a different look. Just move around. Do some lateral movement. They're
Just
not
don't
even
stay in front of him.
Yeah, they're not expecting that. They're not. And what does that do? It brings them to you. And yeah, he took a page out of Gervonta's book. You know, when he put the hand right there and then he jabbed off of it and hooked off of it. You know, he didn't expect that shit. So. It was good, and so like as far as the PEDs are concerned, I mean, what's illegal is illegal, dog, no matter what. But does that change the boxing? Absolutely not, because Devin Haney was there, he was throwing jabs and dropping his right hand.
He was.
So
He was. And you know what, dude? Honestly, he got hit with the shot that he said that's all you have.
yeah,
And you got hit with that within the first 3 punches of the fight.
exactly. And who didn't get hit with that? Motherfucking Gervonta.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
So
He was too low to get hit because at
Yeah.
the same time, he did have him up against the ropes for a little bit.
Yeah,
But-
I do think he rocked him when he said like, and when he attacked him, and then he ended up getting dropped.
But it's a weak ass Ryan. You're fucking fighting a Ryan that needs a
Yeah.
steak.
Yeah.
That motherfucker needed a steak. He needed a torta, fool.
Straight up. So here's a question for you. How old is Manny Pacquiao right now? Probably like 45?
Probably about 45.
Let me see real quick. Sorry guys, let me see.
45, but his calves are like 27. It's fucking man, he's got
Yeah, he's 45, right?
45.
So, well, that fight would never happen. But I think at that time, the fight could have happened. It should have happened. I would have loved to see Manny Pacquiao. And look, I don't want to sit here and say like I'm looking for someone to beat Canelo, but like how come that fight was never talked about at that time? Because he was fighting at 147. You know, even if Canelo was 154, he still could have made that weight. You know, there was a point where he jumped up like 2 weight classes and then he couldn't come back.
Him and Mayweather fought at 154.
Oh, 154, you're right.
Yeah, him and
You're
Mayweather
right.
fought at 154.
No, Mayweather gave him a catch weight. So what was it? What was the
Like 153 or 156. One of the two.
something
God damn
like
it,
that,
you're gonna
right?
make me fucking look this up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like 153 or 156, something like that.
And so when I hear Canelo talk about like giving all the bullshit reasons why he won't fight Benavidez, it kind of makes it just bothers me because even I heard Benavidez say like he's like, yeah, look, I'm moving up to go fight this guy, and then now they say that I'm not eligible because I'm moving up because there's no fights for me. So now I'm moving up to fight this guy, and now you guys say I'm out the picture. Like what the fuck? Like there's always all these excuses, and that's all I'm talking about, right? Because like in my heart of hearts, like it's not a wash for David. It's not a wash for him. Like right now, like it's not a wash. Even after seeing him fight Caleb Plant, I said, damn, I'm glad he fought Caleb Plant before he fought Canelo because of all that head movement and all the movement that he had, chasing him down and shit. He would have had trouble. He might have even gotten stopped if they would have fought before the David and Caleb fight.
Mm-hmm.
So it's almost like, damn, luckily you got that fight because now you know what you're dealing with when you're coming with Canelo because he got a lot of good movement, Plus he's a little fella. That's the thing. Why are you fighting like Munguia last night? His head was down. He was in his chest. So when you're gonna try to throw a little hook, what do? He pulls his arms back, right? And Canelo, all he does is go boom because he got little ass arms. Yeah. And it's like that's the shit I'm talking about. Which when I say tailor made. Like they know his tendencies. They know he's gonna be like he's there to get hit, right? And it's just like
he's not gonna use his length.
Yeah, exactly.
Which he could have used it.
Yep.
Because I never
he was big.
I actually never saw Munguia actually use the leverage that he had. He didn't use the leverage. You know. You know what, Doug? Honestly, and earlier you said that you think that that Canelo and Benavidez would end up the same way. I don't think so. The reason why I don't think so is because Benavidez has got more hand speed. His hand speed is going to be the factor there.
But I get you, dog. But he's also gonna be open for counters. Mm-hmm. He's gonna be open for counters. And what is he gonna do? He's gonna have to be in. Because you feel automatically like you have to chase this guy down. Because what does he do? He gets on his. He's like a bomb ass fucking Marquez, right?
All you got to do is watch the Bivol tape.
Yeah.
That's all you got to do.
But that takes a special kind of fighter.
Well, Bivol is a special kind of fighter. Yeah.
Because he's been fighting that way since he was born.
But all he has to do, get in, get out.
Yeah.
Get in, get out.
Too much tough guy though.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. And that's the thing and I think that's what the experienced fighters do. Mm-hmm. They make you fight their fight.
Yep.
They're not going to fight your fight.
And it's true. And so that's why I kind of had a change of heart last night watching that fight. Because I realized that, what you just said. Who else had that? Mayweather had that. No matter who he fought. No matter when he got rocked. No matter what. He kept his composure. He realized, okay, cool. And what happened? He made the guys fight his fight. Yeah. So that it's tough to really think about, and it makes me it bothers me, but I'm not out here rooting for him to lose. I'm rooting, well, I kind of am because he's kind of just because of the way he speaks on like I'm not gonna fight that guy.
Well, yeah,
because I fought this guy, that guy. It doesn't matter. All that like you're in boxing. That's what we do. We fucking continue to let's keep fighting. Like you think like I'm here now, so now I'm gonna just take all these easy fights and I'm gonna just cash out. Like, dog, you've been making millions. I don't look. I'll take that back. I'm not pocket watching. That's none of my business. But it's like if you're gonna stay in the pool, you gotta fight the fight that the fans want you to fight. Right? Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does, and it answers my question, because my next question was going to be, why is it that it seems like Canelo is the man for the casual fan, but for the fan that goes deep into it, we kind of really don't like him?
Yeah. But here's another analogy.
Is that why?
Yeah.
You think, but what you just said, you think that's why?
Probably.
You think so?
Like this. That's you and I, like specifically, because we're like that even with our music artists.
Yeah, of course.
With our music artists,
Yeah.
we don't want the records that the whole world sings. We want the B side. We want we want the mixtape guy.
Yeah.
That's the guy we want to see, right? We want that shit because we love that shit. We know when you got that, but then when you're like, yo, what's up with this lollipop shit?
Yeah.
Then we're like, nah, we're done. Fuck that.
Yeah, I want to go see you perform where there's fucking pipes on the ceiling.
Right? You know what I'm saying?
If you ain't hitting the fucking water pipe, fool, I don't
Right. and I'm not saying we need 30 people in the building. It could be 30,000 people in the building.
Yeah.
But we want that person, the person that we that attracted us to you, that
Yeah.
made us fans.
Yeah,
Like we want that guy,
exactly,
right?
exactly.
But is that unfair? Is that unfair? Like for us to feel that way, like to the artist, when the artist can be like, yo, like, how come I can't evolve?
No, you're right. But it's funny because, and it happens a lot, because you got to think about it. I'll be 100% honest with you. I became more of an Oscar fan after he was done. That's when I realized that's when I realized his accomplishments.
Yeah.
That's when I realized what he did, and because I'm diehard Chavez to this day.
And not to disrespect John Jones when I say this about, like, when I say like Oscar was like John Jones, John Jones remains undefeated, right? And it looks like there's nobody at his level.
I just want to party with him.
Yeah. But so that's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Is he says like, dog, I could beat you on a binge of a coke binge, a partying binge. I was fucking hoes getting blasted. And then I still made weight, and I fought you, and I whooped your ass.
Yeah.
I whooped your ass.
So now imagine if I really fucking dedicated my shit to this.
Right. So that's when I started, because I don't know, he like humanized.
Yeah.
He like, or humanized.
Yeah. No. He humanized, made it more relatable.
Yeah.
He made it. He. It's almost like those things bring him back to earth and think, hey, it's actually possible to be this guy.
Yeah.
Because he lives more like the average human,
Exactly.
than the person who dedicates their life to their craft.
Right.
Yeah.
And it also seems like you don't have to be that way. If you choose to be like straight edge, then that's cool. That's you. If you feel like that's what's going to give you the edge to be the best, cool. But I can party. I can party up until the fight. Come in and whoop your ass. Why do we punish people like that? Or why do we think less? You know, why do we think less of them?
Why do we? Yeah, you're right. You're right. What is the whole? Why did we fucking? Why did we ridicule Allen Iverson for saying practice?
Yeah,
I miss practice.
yeah,
He can.
yeah.
He's fucking that talented.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he missed practice. He didn't miss a game.
Yeah.
He missed practice.
Yeah, we're talking about practice.
Yeah, we're talking about practice. You guys want to fucking come up? Yeah, that's fuck.
Hey, that's a good point right there.
Yeah, no, that's
I forgot
good.
about that.
Yeah, and it goes hand in hand.
Yeah.
And it's funny because you still got to remember one thing too. Michael Jordan handpicked Dennis Rodman.
You're right. He did.
Handpicked him.
Because he knew that's what they needed.
He knew that he had to go have a night in Vegas.
Yeah.
But he'd be back.
Yeah.
Fucking crudo as fuck, but he'd be back. Yeah.
Because sometimes it brings out the best in people.
Fuck yeah.
Everyone thinks that, like, you got to be pure and all that shit. You know, probably 95% of people have to be.
Yo, you ever perform sometimes immensely when you're fucking hungover?
Yep. Good and bad.
Yeah, it's like I had to take fucking Jarred Nugenics, dog.
Straight up, good and bad.
Yeah,
you know?
no, of course.
Yeah.
But if it's bad, you don't care because you're hungover.
Yeah, straight up.
I got an excuse.
But I remember all the good times.
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
for
sure.
You know, or even like when you had a fever or something, you're like, God damn, like, I did that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, all tired, getting out the swimming pool, like, oh shit, what? All that shit.
Yeah, man, and you know what? That's crazy. And every athlete has that person. I think that's what creates that. It kind of I don't know. It just creates a rhythm. because everybody can't be like that.
Yeah.
You know, it's Kobe won with Shaq, dog.
Yeah.
You know, with Shaq eating hamburgers and shit. Like,
Yeah.
you know, he won with him. You
Yeah.
know, it was hard for him to win with somebody else.
Yeah.
And it's still it's weird. It's like the yin and the yang, fool. Like, you know, everybody can't be the most dedicated fucking person in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good
man.
thing.
We got, yeah, for real. But shit, now that we
Hold on, here we go. But yeah, fucking Dennis Rodman hit the spot.
Yeah, no, honestly, dog.
with the
Yeah,
Bulls,
yeah.
you know, that was when they needed him.
And it's true, dog. It's true. It's like you need that. I think that's what creates a team.
Yeah.
That's what creates a team. You know, if you know, if your teammate is the dude who's gonna, you know, get some hookers and cocaine, but he's still performing,
Yeah.
so be it.
Yeah.
Let him be.
Right?
Just because it doesn't work for you,
Yeah, exactly.
you know.
Yeah.
And it's funny because that falls into. Have you ever? Have you ever?
Had some bomb pussy.
Yeah. Have you ever had
Some real hit mop. Or had some bomb
shit,
pussy.
that's right.
Yeah.
Hey,
Shout
but
out to Daz.
for real, there's people that got all the luck in the world, dog.
Yeah.
Have you ever met somebody that you cannot ever do the same thing they do, because if you do, you're gonna get consequences, but that person never will?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I got.
Yep.
It's
100
funny.
fucking percent.
I got a brother that's like, we can't do the same thing sometimes.
Yeah.
Because he has the luck that he'll get out of it.
Yeah.
Me, nah. With me, I'm gonna get in trouble. I'm going to jail. I'm going to jail. So it's like, fuck, dog. Like, and it happens.
Yeah.
So let that person be. You don't hate them for it. You're just like, goddamn, fool, I'm sorry, but you know, we can't do this train today. You know, it's just shit like that, dog.
You said train.
Yeah, well, you know. Everybody needs to travel.
Yep. Yep. Up and down the coast.
That's right. And,
One rubber.
and this was brought to you by Amtrak.
Now we just travel by airline.
That's right.
At our age, we just do airlines. That's it.
What Big L say? We
Those
don't
days are long gone.
We don't shop. We don't pack. We go shopping when the plane lands.
Exactly, dog. For real. For real. Yeah, that's yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
That's like Chris. I know she's worried about packing right now. But I'm like, don't pack nothing. Don't pack nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Take some leggings and that's it. You know, when you get there, you'll see something you want. You know.
Yeah, and that's how it works.
Yeah,
That's how it works, anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Like
anyways.
us, like, you know, we go to Vegas or whatever, and we hit the mall, and the shit I took, I don't even end up wearing. You know.
exactly.
You know.
Especially when you go to Vegas, you hit a mall.
Yeah.
They sell liquor there.
Yep.
So I mean, you're gonna be in that motherfucker for a while.
Exactly.
Yeah, like,
I'll
I've
take
been-
like 3-4 pairs of shoes, dog, and I'll buy one pair there and wear them the whole weekend.
You know what I'm saying?
You know? Yep,
You know what I'm
straight up.
saying? I'm the same way,
Yeah.
dog.
Yeah.
I'm the. And it's funny because then it's a bitch
Yeah.
on Sunday or Monday morning because you got to take all that shit back now.
Yep. All this shit you didn't fucking
Yeah.
unpacked and yeah.
Fucking moving that. What's that shit called?
The cart. Yeah, yeah,
The cart.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you're just
Yeah.
like, fuck, fool. Like, why? Yeah, man.
It's and you know, you and I we're simple. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? As far as the outfits go, but
Yeah.
we're particular
Oh yeah.
about what the fuck it is. You
well,
know?
the shoe has to go, and you know, and let's not even start with the hats.
Exactly.
Because when we're leaving, you see all my shit hanging on the top. And
Yeah.
they're just like, really?
Yeah.
Really? And I was like, I'm sorry, I don't like my head.
Straight up. You know.
Yeah.
And it just we do what we got to do.
Yeah.
But we've been like that since we
For
were young.
years,
So
fool.
you know.
For years, yeah.
Yeah. That's why I just need a closet just for hats and shoes. That's
For
it.
real.
Just hats and shoes.
My mom asked me for the party if I'm gonna fucking wear a hat.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Oh,
I
shit.
don't know.
Yeah.
I may not.
Yeah.
I'm not sure yet.
Yeah.
I was like, but she's like, just for one day in your life, don't wear a hat. She's like, you got nice hair. I was like, nah.
I mean, you do.
I was like, but nah, but I
You
don't
really
like my
do.
head.
Yeah.
I don't like my head.
You got a good head, dog. You're straight. Hey,
Pause, fool.
Pause, motherfucker. Nasty ass fool.
Did you hear that, Diddy?
This B Diddy right here. You know what I'm saying? Don't be fucking with B Diddy. You know what I mean?
Take that.
Bobby Vicious, so delicious.
It's fucking horrible, dog. Oh man.
But
Hey, Doug. So what you who you got on these battles, man? Who you got on these battles?
it's tough because I think I need to hear them in chronological order
Uh-huh.
because I haven't gotten them. I was just talking to Jason about that. He hit me up about it today, and I've gotten like a piece here, a piece there, and the Drake shit. I don't think I heard in its entirety. What was? Oh, hold on. Let's go back. What was that shit you sent me with Drake? You said he was getting sued by Pac or something.
By the well, he was. I think they're gonna do a cease and desist.
Was that a rebuttal to Kendrick or?
Yeah.
Or
What it was a push. It was hey, and it's funny because the only thing I'm liking right now about this whole shit is Kendrick's consistency.
Yes.
Because he pushed him. He said, "Okay, I'm gonna get your gods, I'm gonna get your guys, you know, and I'm gonna have them push you in AI." And now he has him up against the corner, and he doesn't know he's not swinging.
Yeah.
He should have replied today.
Yeah.
He should have replied last night.
Yeah.
Yeah, because now Kendrick is coming with them every day.
Yeah.
And he's coming with them. So
And
it's
I feel like they're getting better.
yeah.
Right?
And he's getting personal.
Yeah.
The only thing is that I need receipts.
Yes.
Because
Say
a
it.
lot of this shit
Say it.
is shit we haven't seen. The common fan hasn't seen this shit.
Not at all.
And I really don't, listen, I'm a Kendrick Lamar fan, but I don't get deep into it. I like some Drake shit, but I don't get deep into
Yeah.
it.
We're like surface guys
Yeah,
with those two.
exactly.
Yeah.
When Pac told Biggie, "That's why I fucked your wife,"
Oh, yeah.
there was a picture to back that up.
Yeah.
There was a receipt.
And she denies it to this day, which I
Of course.
appreciate. Which
Of
I
course.
appreciate because
Of course.
I mean it probably didn't
She's
even
being
happen.
a G.
Yes.
She's being a G.
Yeah.
Yeah, of
Whether
course.
it did or did not,
Hey.
she's like, hey,
Hey,
ain't
this is
none of
going
your
to the
business.
grave with me, homie.
Right, straight
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, you know.
Because there was an episode. Was she on? I can't even talk. Was she on Drink Champs?
I want to say she was.
And
Yeah.
then she was just like spilling the beans, right? Yeah. Okay, so let me. I'll hold off because I don't.
Yeah.
I remember some shit, but I don't remember it all. I gotta rewatch that shit. But yeah, I agree with you. And we all know the way that the game plays. He hits that personal shit, being your girl's DMs and all that shit. So
It's funny because all I think Drake has got left is he's going to have to smash his lady.
can he though at this point?
Probably not. I mean, he did accuse him of beating her and shit. So
yeah.
there's that. But then again, why you hiding a daughter again? Why you
Yeah.
hiding another kid, fool?
Right. But do you think that was just like some bullshit?
I don't know.
Because there's that other shit where
I
they're
wanna
saying
see the
that
receipts.
Drake threw that out. They're saying
Yeah.
Drake threw that out because Kendrick's saying he has a mole in his camp, right?
Uh-huh.
And then he's like, no, I just made it seem like that. I just gave you false information and you ran with it, and now we know. Like you don't really know.
Well,
That
I
makes
mean,
sense? And then I heard that J Mole was the mole. J Cole was the mole. That's what I heard. Have you seen that shit?
no, I haven't seen
Yeah,
that one.
yeah, it's J Mole.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
I was like, ooh, shit.
That's why you respectfully backed off.
Yeah.
You're like, hey, I don't want no part of this. I know too much.
And somebody made sense of it, and because Cole's, K-Dot's he was a battle rapper. You know what I'm saying?
He's, you know what? He's
Coming up.
Yeah, he's being a monster on this shit. He's really not holding back.
Yeah,
With that Meet the Gram shit.
yeah. I think he has to though.
He
He has to because I don't think he could last on some generic shit.
That's what Drake asked for, right?
Yeah,
That's what Drake asked for.
yeah.
Because honestly, even that fucking beat was hard. Oh, by the way, that was Boy Wonder on that beat.
Are you sure?
It wasn't AI.
Oh.
Yeah, I had to go look for it. I had because I was like,
No, you know
fuck.
what? That does make sense because I'm kind of listening or researching a little more on the AI shit.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, you're just asking for the voice. You got to put in the lyrics. You got to put in the beat. And who was
You
I
use
hearing?
your cadence too, because you rhyme it. Just the voice is going to be the one that is recorded.
Yeah. And it just manipulates it, right?
Manipulates it. Yeah.
Who was I talking to about it? Oh, no, fuck, who was I talking to? Who was I listening to? I was listening to someone and they were talking about it was Demiza
Mm-hmm.
and Chris Gotti.
Okay.
Yeah, that's who it was. Chris Gotti and Demiza. And they were talking about making sure that the artist or the producer got paid. Like so it's like, okay, you can claim it as yours, but now you got to perform it, right? Or whatever. Or you can claim it, but it's like everyone has to get paid correctly in order for it to like legally, like to be legit or something. I can't, I'll be quiet about it. I just listened to their little podcast don't say little.
Yeah.
I listened to their podcast. It was a couple of months ago. I think I sent it to you.
Yeah, I think
it was
you
like
did.
a 3-part series or whatever.
Yeah.
But that was
yeah.
like 5 or 6 months ago.
So
So
it was a minute.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, shout out to Demiz. I'm liking what he's doing. I'm liking the info he's putting out. And yes, he's motherfucking right. Play that lefty.
that's right.
If you know what you're fucking doing, radio
Straight up.
stations, play that lefty. He's
And-
absolutely
and-
correct.
And the Yodis, dog.
And the
Play
Yotes. Yeah, yes, please,
And
man,
what I like,
please.
what I like about him is he says like the LA shit, like they're street.
Mm-hmm.
You know, these are street records. These are street dudes. We have to play that shit.
Yeah.
We got to play that shit.
Mm-hmm.
But I wonder what happened with him because he can't get a job at Power 106. They're not
I wouldn't want him there.
but that's where he came up.
Yeah, I know. I know. He was PD, right?
Yeah.
A program director.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I wouldn't want him there.
Yeah.
I think it's time for hip hop to have a classic rock station.
Yeah.
It's time for us to have
Yeah.
something where,
Just like a 93.1.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, dog, rock. You could go listen to Zeppelin on the radio still.
95.5, yep.
Yeah, you could go listen to Zeppelin. You could go listen to Doors. You could go listen to all that classic rock
Jack
shit.
FM.
Yeah, Jack FM. You know what I'm saying? Why doesn't hip hop have that?
Yeah.
The catalog's big enough.
Yeah.
Hip hop is not a teenager no more. This thing is. I think that would also help filter out the bullshit
Yeah.
because then you'll see what's what and who's who.
I think the only way that works is we have to train the new generation. And right now nobody's sunning anybody. Does that make sense?
You can't. They don't want to be son.
Yeah, they don't want to be sunned. So all that's doing is ruining the future.
They hate
right?
that. They hate that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And everyone thinks that like, oh, I got this or I got that, and they think that
Oh,
makes
he
you
ain't sonning
something.
me.
Yeah, he ain't sonning me. But it's like, yo, you're not doing anything for the future. You're just
You're watching. You're
consuming.
watching the ship sink.
exactly.
Yeah, you're that dude on the
'Cause it's
Titanic
not even hip-hop
holding on.
anymore.
Yeah, no, it's not.
There's no more hip hop.
Nah. It's,
know?
it's
I don't even have a name for this new shit that's out, and I don't even want to shit on them.
no.
completely.
Listen, dog. There's still new cats that are good, but
Yeah.
it's like the majority of it, they will catch something and just run with it. If they like it, they're like, okay, oh shit, let me make. And now AI's got me fucking worried as fuck.
It's a vibe.
It's a vibe.
I hate that
It's
shit.
a vibe.
I
It's
hate
a
that
vibe.
fucking word.
Do you
I
really?
hate
Yeah.
that. Like the way they use it,
Yeah.
I can't stand it.
It's
dog.
a vibe. Yeah.
And I don't even like their big clothes, dog. They've been wearing like oversized pants and shit, right? But they wear a tight ass shirt.
But why they do that shit? When I did that shit,
We wore big shirts and big pants. Homie.
nah.
You know
But
what
when
I'm
I
saying?
did that shit, I was considered a criminal.
right, straight up.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
When I was a size 34, but wore a 44 pants, I was considered a fucking criminal.
Right.
I couldn't walk down the street without being fucking.
Hey, because that's where it came from. It came
Yeah.
from it came from the minority side of things, if that makes sense. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Now you have everyone in the industry outside of the minorities dressing like that. So now it's acceptable. Now they're not. You kind of get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
now
no,
now
yeah.
it's just fashion.
Yeah.
You know,
If you're sleeved up, you're a cholo.
right? Remember
But
that?
if your neighbor is sleeved up, he's showing his artistic side.
right, like look at fucking Maroon 5.
Yeah.
What's the dude's name?
Adam Levine.
Yeah, look at Adam Levine. And everyone's like, oh, yeah. But you look at him like, if you didn't know his music, you would assume like, what's up, fool? Where you from, homie? Like, you about the business or what?
Yeah, exactly.
No, man, I'm an artist. Like, oh, okay. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. What is, and don't get me wrong, I don't want to shit on him, but to go with what we're saying as far
But
as
it's the fucking
examples.
truth, dog. It's the truth. I
Yeah.
mean, it's a lot easier for somebody like that to go into corporate America and get themselves a nice job, to where if I'm sleeved up, and which is the reason why I'm not.
Yeah.
Which is the reason why I'm not.
Yeah.
I didn't want to put a ceiling on myself.
Dog, I was-
not because I don't like it.
Yeah.
I wish I was. I wanted all the way up to here.
Yeah.
My wife will tell you that I want a neck tattoo more
Hell
than I
yeah.
may want some ass.
Dog, ever since we were young, we wanted that
I've
shit,
always
right? Yeah.
wanted.
Good
Shout
thing
out
we
to
didn't-
Redman, dog. Redman made me want a fucking neck tattoo because of the Chinese letters.
Yeah. And Nas too.
Yeah, and every homie that
Yeah.
because their neck tattoos are fucking fly.
Yeah, but they were neighborhoods, so
They
that's-
were neighborhoods,
yeah, yeah.
so
And
we couldn't get that.
yeah,
we couldn't get that
yeah,
because
yeah.
that,
Yeah.
But goddamn, I've always
Because
wanted
we have to answer for it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not just us taking pictures
Yeah,
or
that's
doing shows. Like
politics behind it, yeah.
Politics, yeah.
Politics,
where we're
yeah.
at, where
Yeah.
who we're mostly around. And then we don't want to have that discussion.
we
Like,
could get clowned.
yeah, right. Straight
Yeah,
up.
really?
Yeah,
We gonna put
yeah.
a-
or
Put it in
or
the-
pressed, and it's like, hey, you can press us. We're about the business, but
Yeah.
we're not on no bullshit business.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not. No, I don't want to say bullshit. We're not on no other. You know. I don't even want to talk about that.
It's because with us, Doug, you got to earn it.
yeah,
With
exactly.
us, you got to earn it.
Exactly. Yeah.
With us, you got to
yeah,
earn it.
Exactly.
It's different.
Yeah.
That's the thing. That's the difference between. And I'm sending this all to you young ass kids who think they're getting tattooed on your face and getting these tattoos that you guys see the street dudes have. When it comes to our culture, you have to earn those tattoos. There's something about it. You can't just go and get whatever the fuck you want.
And you will get pressed.
Exactly.
So is that how you want to live your life, getting pressed?
Yeah.
And having to explain yourself? Like, nah, I ain't trying to do that shit. Like,
telling you, those cheeks could get blasted.
straight up. Straight
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, man. So that's
So let's I'm kind of counting I'm counting on hold on. I'm counting on getting more records that we could appreciate. It'd be nice for Drizzy to come out with something something hard, you know. I know he has it in him.
He could rap, dog.
Yeah, he could rap.
Yeah, Drake could rap.
Yeah.
The only thing about it is that
He's corny, and we all know it. We all know it. Like you could make a good record sounding gangster, but we know you're corny. We know there's no gangster in you, right? So
he reminds me of the dude in school who always hated on you behind your back on the chick you're trying to talk to,
yeah,
but got friend zoned.
yeah,
That
yeah,
motherfucker.
That's a fucking yeah.
That motherfucker. Drake is that dude.
Yeah. You know what I heard someone say? They said, they were like, yeah, I hope one of these guys diss Game, so everyone can actually hear what a diss record is supposed to sound like. I was like, yo, what the fuck? When I read that, I was like, yo, yeah, you're right. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're right.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
Game, I would say, is the last guy that's
300 bars.
yeah, that's actually available right now that
Yeah.
that can make some shit that is gonna, no matter how we feel about him and about his music or whatever, you know. But you and I know that he can create some shit that's like, yo, that's fucking dope, you know, because he still got that boom bap, and that fool could just spit.
Yeah. And
Game-
you know what,
Game just
dog?
rhymes.
And you got to think about Drake's last shit. It made the radio, like Back to Back was on the radio.
Remember that? Yeah.
Like that shit was on the radio.
Back to back.
That's a diss record.
Yeah.
That shit sounds like it should be fucking played at in the club.
Right.
You know.
And I think he thinks that that's what success is. Like, I won because I have the record that they're playing in the club, but it's like, nah,
I want
a
the
diss is
bitches
a
one.
diss. Yeah.
I want the bitches one.
Yeah.
Which is great. Go ahead and listen. I'm not calling females bitches. I just know what he has to deal with.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, he don't call himself the certified lover boy for nothing. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
exactly.
And
Exactly.
I don't want to hear I don't want to hear a response from the certified lover boy.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear a diss record from that guy.
And you know what? And he fits that. He just fits that role.
Yeah.
Homie who always talks shit to the girl you're trying to talk to.
Yeah, on
And
the
he
side.
and he never got to smash anyway. You know, maybe when now that he grew out and he has more than just the fucking caterpillars on his face. Now that now he's got a beard and shit, looks like a man.
Yeah.
Now he's got a chance.
Yeah.
But I mean, dog, he just reminds me of that.
He does all the shit like he got the fake abs. You know, he got
BBL.
Yeah. Do you believe that?
Dudes are getting them all the time, dog.
I mean, I seen it and that shit is crazy, but I not on
You
him.
seen his ass, yo?
No, not on him. No. On some some Latin fools that I seen.
No,
Like
yeah,
at the
no.
beach, And I was like, yo, what the fuck? Hey, whatever, dog. It is what it is.
Have
It
you seen,
ain't my business.
You seen a dude with a BBL? Dog?
Yeah, dog. Yeah. Well,
Seriously?
they're on the internet. They're on the
Oh,
internet.
you motherfuckers.
Yep. Don't check my fucking search history. But
Algorithms all dudes with ass.
but I don't know, man. I guess it's a fun time right now, right? I mean, for music, it's a fun time.
It's a
just
fun
like-
time. You know what? I'm glad somebody's doing something because nobody's selling records. Nobody's putting out anything quality.
Yeah.
I mean, well, there is, but it's not. It's few and far between.
There's something going on right now that I respect, and it's the direct to consumer.
Yeah.
I respect that what everyone's doing now, right? Like that's the way you're really making money.
Cutting out the middleman.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it's also like for guys like us, like we can't search like that anymore. We want to be able to just search for you on iTunes or whatever, Apple Music.
And those
or
guys are so
Spotify.
hard to find on
Yeah,
there.
yeah, and I'm not trying to go through a paywall and all that shit. And it's disrespectful because we come from that. We come from that era where like we bought shit. How many albums did we buy for one song? You know what I'm saying? How much money did we spend in our lifetime? You know, just for maybe 2 songs out of like a 23 song album.
Yeah.
And there's only 2 songs that we like.
But 15 skits.
Right? Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's tough because we come from that era, but at the same time, like it's hard. Like I don't want to go fucking, search your website
And I'm gonna use a fucking example right now, and I'm gonna call it out by name. Apple Music fucks with me way too much.
Yeah.
And let me tell you why. And listen, you guys don't play the podcast, fuck you guys anyway. I should be working at your international music program. Yeah, that's you guys need me anyway.
Yeah.
By the way, and I'm available.
Yeah.
I'll quit tomorrow.
Straight up.
But anyways, they the Yodis. Yodi's got this joint. I love it. Sometimes it plays, sometimes it doesn't. It'll be not available.
Oh.
It'll be not available. I'm just like, listen, when you guys gonna make up your motherfucking mind?
Right.
Yeah. Which is weird. Imagine when you really want to hear a song. And sometimes, remember what you used to do when you wanted to hear a song?
Yeah.
And you couldn't get it? This is, pre-LimeWire, pre-all that shit,
Talking about this one?
See, that's why being Mexican-American is so tough. Widows jump
that's
all
the
over
shit
you
right
if you
there.
don't speak English perfectly.
That's
And
the
the
shit.
raza jumps all over you if you don't speak Spanish perfectly.
But I can't play the rest of it.
Don't
but-
do it.
Yeah, that might even get us flagged, but
Hey, what up, AC?
right, straight up. Hey, and I was gonna say that like I like the fact that they're incorporating
I love that. I love that.
those cats.
Yeah. No. You know what?
The Yodis dog are like
Yeah.
they got it.
Yeah.
They know what they're doing. They just don't have the machine behind them.
They don't need it.
Yeah.
They don't need it.
No. I mean,
I really don't think they need it, Bob.
you're
Really.
right. They don't need it, but they want it.
It'd be great for them.
We need it. We need it
We needed to have more.
to be international.
Yeah.
be
We
international.
do. But that movement,
Because
movement is fire, dog.
Because they make so many whack motherfuckers international
Yeah,
that
of
aren't
course.
about shit. You know what I'm saying? There's artists right now. I don't even call them artists. There's just people just playing a role that aren't about shit. Can't rhyme. Can't put anything good together. They just and all the beats are fucking horrible. And then you get these guys, right? The Yodis, dog. They got everything aligned. Everything. They got bars. They got concepts. They got beats. They got.
And it breaks barriers, dog.
breaks
It's not. It's
barriers.
not just.
It doesn't
It's
sound
not
like
just
what you-
us.
yeah.
It's not just us because they look like us.
Exactly.
Or they, whatever. That has nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
It's the fact that they sound like the sound we want.
Yeah.
They just happen to look like us.
Yep. And they don't give a fuck how they're perceived. Because they say, oh, what? Well, we just rhyme.
Yeah,
Well, you want
exactly.
to rhyme? Take your best.
Yeah.
Take whoever, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to sit here and I don't want to point anybody
Yeah.
out. But, I mean, anybody.
Yeah. And they got that work ethic.
Put
They
them
got-
in a room with anybody,
Yeah,
dog.
they
Hey,
got that
whoever
work
you
ethic.
think your spitters are, whoever you think
Mm-hmm.
you're, put them in the room with them. Guarantee they're going to shine on the record.
Yeah.
Because they got it, dog.
Yeah.
They haven't dumbed down their sound.
No. And they got that. They put in that work. That work is crazy.
And they're relentless.
The amount of it.
And there's so many barriers, so many walls, so many speed bumps that they have to go through, and they still come.
They make it look easy.
Yeah.
They make it look easy to go over them.
Yeah.
That's. Yeah, man. Shout out to the Yodis, man.
up,
Shout out
dog.
to the
Shout out
Yodis.
to the
Straight
Yodis,
up.
dog.
Y'all need to come on here, man. We need you guys here.
Yeah. And
I would.
you said it. We need them. They don't need us. You
It's
know what
all
I'm
right
saying?
though. It's all
But
right.
It's like
listen. I ain't too proud to ask.
no, but when they meet us,
Yeah. I ain't.
and
yeah.
we start chopping it up and breaking bread, then they're gonna understand. Like, oh, okay, like we're on the same page. We're only rooting for them to
Yeah.
shoot to the top.
Yeah.
You know, they need a Demiza. You know, they need a Demiza, and Demiza's there for them, and I appreciate that. But he's so to go back to what we were saying earlier about Demiza is what I appreciate about him is like you were right. Power 106 doesn't need him, and I like that he was an insider. Now he's on the outside, and now he's like, no, I'm gonna change the game. He's figuring out how to change the game to bring it back to kind of like how it was.
To how it
for
was,
the
yeah.
artist to have the control.
Yeah.
You know,
Exactly.
and for these records that need to get played. and these artists that we need to get behind. And I respect that about him, man. So I didn't know shit about Demizo till Instagram.
I just remember the name from the Where I Want to Be joint.
Exactly.
That's all I remember, you know.
And then you start thinking back of all the times you heard it, right? You know, Damien, Demizo, whatever the references, and you're like, oh shit! Like even Ja Rule on the Dream Champs.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm just like, Demizo, like who's? And then I see him on Instagram. I'm like, oh, is this the motherfucker they're talking about?
Yeah.
And where's he from? He's from Santa Barbara, baby.
You go.
You know what
And
I'm
it's
saying? He's a
funny,
West Coast dude.
And see, and
West
that's
Coast dude.
and that's the thing about hip hop, dog. Is like there's certain names that everybody says, bro. Like, I never knew who Dave New York was, but I always heard the name shouted out.
Yep.
I guess he passed, a couple years ago, but it was like, man, Instagram got me to see who these people were. So I'm just like, holy shit! Now I know who that is. Responsible for all kinds of shit, all kinds of shit. Dog, Dan Charnas, you got to read that book.
Yeah, I got to
Pick his book up.
I will.
Pick his book up. You need to read that.
I'm at a reading point again right now. You know.
Especially right now that you need that for honestly, pick that book up, bro. It's worth it. Even get on your phone.
Yeah. Oh, really? Okay.
It's worth it. Yeah, get on your phone. Yeah, it's really worth it because it breaks down a whole lot. And this is stories that we didn't even.
Yeah.
That's the thing is that now that everybody's talking, it makes it so much better.
Yeah.
It makes it so much better, dude.
Yeah.
Everybody's now putting out the stories. Everybody, we're good, man. We're good.
Yeah.
We're good. And everything I always wanted to know.
And that's why I appreciate podcasts, and because people want to tell the story.
Yeah.
And there's guys like us that want to hear it. We want to hear you and I. We always been a behind the scenes guy. We don't care. We don't care about being like we were in the front row, but we always wanted to be behind the scenes.
I always wanted to be a fly on the wall.
Yeah.
I always wanted to be a fly on the wall.
Always.
Just to soak up game.
Yeah.
Just to soak it up. Yeah. Funny thing, and it's funny about that because that was going to lead me to this question to you. Do you think all these avenues that we have to touch, like we saw the birth of a home studio. We saw the birth of being able to make beats on the road. Without having to have a whole studio with you. We saw what it's like for DJs to practice. We saw what it's like to be able to record off an iPad, an iPhone. Everything that makes it that much easier. Do you think that helps? Or do you think it's an actual downfall for this game?
Both. Because it gives the people with no talent
A voice.
It gives the people with it gives people an opportunity that are opinion based only and no muscle behind it. If that even makes any sense. It seems like we don't even know who has the talent nowadays. We don't know.
No, we don't. We don't.
And just because you understand the structure of a song or understand the structure of a beat and how to put shit together, that doesn't mean that you should do it. Just because I know how to shoot a gun doesn't make me a shooter. Doesn't mean I need to be carrying that shit on. You know what I mean? Just because I know how to clean it and all that doesn't mean I can be an instructor. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's just kind of what I don't know, dog. I don't even know how to explain it, but it's just wild. And I don't want to seem like a hater either.
No, you're not hating, but it's so that is exactly the question the answer I expected from you. Reason why is I've now that we have the ability to locate any fucking sample we want, that doesn't mean you fuck with it.
Yeah, I agree.
That doesn't mean you fuck with it.
There's some shit that and
as much as I know you would love to be the one, you want to be the one that found it.
Yeah.
That's what I think keeps us here.
Yeah. Like you're big on that. Like you send me shit, dog, and I'm like, oh wow. And there's some shit that, like I won't even mess with it because I know like I'm not gonna be able to do. I'm better off not even messing with it. Does that make sense? I'm better off not even trying to touch it or even trying to work with it. And there's some shit that I've worked with that I was like, let me just try it. Yeah. And I'm like, oh damn, damn, I turned that into that. Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
But there's, like I said, there's some shit that you've sent me that I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, nah, I'm waiting for Jake One to touch that. You know, if he hasn't already, right?
Yeah,
If they haven't
yeah.
already, you know, Alchemist,
Yeah.
you know, shit like that. But you know, oh shit, that hurt. I'll stop. That hurt. If you know, you know. But that, what do you think about that joint, that Nas joint with Primo?
I was talking to Jason about that. It's trash.
Thank you.
Hey, and we all know that this is the welcome Primo, welcome Nas. Hey, I'll fly out wherever the fuck you guys want if I could ever just, you know, pick your guys' brains, because you guys are a lot of the reasons why I've never how can I put this? You guys are the reason why probably me and I could speak for this man in front of me. The reason why we ain't lifetime jailbirds, you know, why we ain't doing time behind bars, why we thought before we reacted, why we do this. It's because those two have stuff that made us think, and it kept us, you know, it just kept us out of trouble because we knew what the consequences were, because we understood what they were talking about. I say that to say this. You're allowed to have an off night.
To me, that record sounded like the joint they did before Nas's Like.
Yeah.
Because it has a lot of Nas's Like, the scratches, like, dog, it's been how many years? Over 20 years?
Yeah.
And you haven't done anything any different. Yeah. You couldn't figure out another scratch. And I don't know. I just feel like we're under so much scrutiny, and I say we as in our generation, that you didn't bring anything new to the table. And not that you need to bring anything new. You could keep your same style, but
Give us something for the sake of the argument.
yeah. How come I didn't hear his Skills? When Skills came out, I was like, oh my God. Hands down, to this day, Skills is probably for me, is the greatest record I've ever heard in my life. Straight up.
There you go.
Because that's my style. That's like, it was perfect. And who's on that? It's Preem and Guru. It's them two. It's them fucking two. And like we were talking about earlier, like Guru isn't, like we never held Guru to the standard of like a Nas or even like Black Thought. We can go down the list. But he was great in his own right. He told stories. He educated us.
Yeah,
and
kept us out of trouble.
Kept us out of trouble. And that means a lot to people like you and I. Yeah.
Because we knew we had to go home.
Yeah.
We knew eventually we had to go home.
Yeah.
You know, and sometimes you just sacrifice that for, I think it's for the greater good. Only because, you know, it's kind of nice to be able to walk in and put an application somewhere and be like, yo, you know, yeah, I may look like I got a record, but I don't.
Yeah.
I got a great one.
Actually, we do got a record. It's on Spotify right now. Apple Music.
Yeah, man.
So
No, but
I say that to say this. So did you hear the comment in Pete?
yeah.
Could you compare them, or?
I like that one better.
But does it make it better?
No.
Yeah.
No,
Did you have different expectations,
yes, of course.
or motherfuckers just rap the fuck out?
Yeah. No.
Because it's possible to be rapped the fuck out. And
Well,
they're like, we ain't
when you just did a run with fucking with Hit Boy, I think I think it is possible. And when you're used to making movies now instead of being in the studio,
yeah.
you know, it happens. It happens.
Is that why we never heard an Ice-T record?
I think so.
Because he's like, nah, I'm making this music or this
Hollywood
television
money.
Yeah,
Hollywood money.
Yeah,
I'm
making
good.
Hollywood money.
I'm on a fucking show that
Yeah.
your grandma knows who I am.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, your grandma knows I'm Ice-T.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. And yeah.
It hurts my heart to say that.
It does.
It hurts my heart.
It really does. Because those are the guys that we go for, right? Like
Of course. Yeah. When I see something like that, I want to open it up right away. I'm just like, what the fuck? You know, but, you know, hey, sometimes things run their course, Doug. Sometimes things run their course and you know, and there's nothing really to add to it.
This is the guy I'm feeling right now, dog. Let me see if I can. This kind of production too.
Yeah, it's dirty.
Hold on. Watch, I gotta. Hold on. Oh, sorry, guys. I'm gonna show you. I don't want to get flagged on YouTube, so.
I'm a silent go-getter. The ocean's kind of strong, but the ship is never sinking. People were amazed with the songs that I was.
So that right there.
It's a hard ass break.
That's like. So we got New York doing it. They're still there. That's Dirty. Anybody that wants to know that's Forgotten by Dirty Sanchez, check them out.
Yeah, Dirty Sanchez got records, man.
Dirty Sanchez got records. That whole 47 movement.
Yeah.
What is it? Pro Era? It's
Pro
the
Era. Shout out. Yeah. You guys know Badass. You guys know.
But they don't know Dirty.
They don't know Dirty. Yeah, exactly.
And that's the shit that we were talking about earlier about the guy that's like we get behind that guy and like we don't really want the Drake status because then unless they keep it like Nas, with his Hit Boy run, like oh that's the shit we like right there, and it could still be fucking golden era but new, but
you know what? It's funny that you said that because that led me to this. Do you think that Nas had to have that dry spell run for Core Mega to rise? Because Mega's hard, dog. Mega's hard.
Mega is hard. Core Mega is dope as fuck, dog.
And that was during the dry spell.
Yeah.
During that dry season,
Yeah.
that Mega was putting out those albums after albums after albums.
Yeah. Do you think because maybe Nas was just going through a time in his life where he was kind of maybe like just cruising through rap?
Yeah,
rap
it
or whatever,
happens.
just
It
kinda
happens.
cruising
It
through
happens.
rap.
It happens to every artist.
What was their group? What was that record that he
The
had?
Firm.
With their group? No, the other group. Remember the Oochie Wally Wally? Oochie
Oh,
Bang
Bravehearts.
Bang? The Bravehearts. That was like the whole Bravehearts
Era.
era, right? And it's like nah, we don't really want that from you, Nas. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, it took that for him to grow. You know what I'm saying? So
Hey, dog, it's like you're allowed to have an off night.
yeah, I
You're
agree.
allowed to have an off night. I don't think anybody who has all wins necessarily is the best.
Yeah,
Because if you go undefeated, you'll never know what it's like to lose.
exactly.
And you have to know what it's like to lose to appreciate winning.
Or have too many yes men that don't know when to fucking and you don't know when anything is the truth anymore. You start believing your own bullshit.
That part.
Yeah.
That part.
And I'm full of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I'm full of bullshit. Dog. That's all I
That
got.
part, yeah. It's like that kid where mommy's going, Mijo, you're everything, but he really ain't shit. Yeah.
Hey, straight up, dog.
It happens, dog. It happens, and eventually he finds out the hard way. Pause.
Hey, we ain't doing pause no more, dog. You know what I'm saying? We'll just leave it.
Let it dangle.
Let the audience crucify it. You know what I'm
Let
saying?
it dangle.
Let it dangle. But anyways, dog. So let's see what you got going on next week, baby.
Shit.
We'll be back.
We'll be back next week, dog.
We'll be back. Hey, shout out to all you guys that have been here this far. Hopefully you came this far. If not, oh well, we get it. No big deal. We're just trying to, we're just having conversations with each other.
Yeah.
And if you guys appreciate them, if you guys feel the same way we do, leave a comment, subscribe. And if you don't subscribe, oh well, it'll make a difference for us. You know what I'm saying? We're not on any bullshit. We're not on any jackass shit.
One day we're gonna ask you guys to really do it, and then maybe then. But
Yeah.
as far as now, you know what?
But just remember, be the ones that can say we were there from the beginning.
Exactly.
That's it.
Exactly.
Just be the ones that can say
Buy the rookie card now.
straight up. Hey, and for anyone who's local, you know where we're at. I don't need to say it online. Whatever. That was dumb. Get at
Hit us up.
Yeah,
Hit
get at
up.
us on IG.
If you're a local act, if you're
Come
an
through.
act that's
Reach
trying
out.
that wants to be seen. I mean, hey, if you got skills, I'd love to hear you.
Yeah,
I'd
yes.
love to hear you.
Yes,
Maybe
so-
one day we'll have a thing where we just got a bunch of MCs
Yeah,
and it's just everybody just they could just rhyme.
straight up.
Maybe one day we'll just do that.
Yeah, and that's the biggest thing. I mean, how many people we've had on the show that
Yeah.
when it came to rhyming, they kind of skipped that part.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, and I don't press anybody. I like to keep it cool. But all I'm saying is like, you know, if you're trying to make a splash, get out, you know, reach out to us. And you know, even just like with the music, yeah, but anything else, car shows, like anybody.
I'm
who's doing
DMing
it.
you motherfuckers too. Answer.
Yeah.
Answer. I'm DMing you guys.
Yeah.
If I catch you and I like what you're doing,
Get us when the price is low.
Exactly, dog. Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
With all that being said, hey, you guys have a good one. We appreciate you guys sticking around, and you know,
Scrub that gooch.
and we have to hold ourselves accountable, and we're gonna be here weekly. All right, starting now, we're gonna be here weekly. Fuck the bullshit.
There you go.
Life's a risk, carnal. Remember, you said it yourself. Pues órale, step into the ring and throw down, ese. You a badass? Take care of business, Holmes.